Hey y'all, what is up YouTube? Sparky Marky Mark here, and I'm back to do another quadruple review and unboxing. Alright, you're gonna see the big four, and what are you looking at here? What is this year, y'all? It's 2009. Dudes, it's 2009. If you noticed from my previous vid that I did an in-depth of the square G-Shocks from 2000, from well, going as far as 26 years since 1983, and I don't even know how long I was taking video. Was taking long recording that. Wow. But if you guys dig it, just remember, read the description box down below and skip about 77 minutes and you get to the watch review. It's just I talk in depth about the years, including, of course, the square G-Shocks. You can't forget the squares, how it originated from. So yeah, so what you're looking at here is 2009, very great year, and also a very fun year for me because that was the time I was like, finished with high school, finished, done, finito, no more school, yep-de-doo, kudos to me, hell to the YES, class of 2009. So yeah, I graduated that year. Thank God I was done with school. So during that time, we had some good films. I mean, we had cool watches. This is the released on during the first day of January. This is the Hamilton 871726 33 khaki tech Miller black dial, and it's a chronograph, but the pushers are on the left side, while the pushers are on this side where they were normally right here. It's kind of a very funny looking watch though, but very cool. And this is the Hellraiser Cinnabite fan artwork. I mean, look at it. It's incredible. You got the Jerk Frank Cotton. You got the Cinnabites. This is Butterball, the female Cinnabite, and Chatter because of his teeth. And you got the leader, Pinhead. And then you have the third installment of the Behind Enemy Lines, Columbia, but this is Behind Enemy Lines 3, Columbia. Steven Seagal back into his kick-ass ways in Dangerous Man on January 13, 2009. And then that year we had this badass, the G-7900MS-1, released on January 15 that year. And Gary Jones directed the sequel, Raptor Island 2, Planet Raptor. And it does have some familiar face. Also, Stephen Bauer, who was the villain in the first Raptor Island movie, including, yeah, you may be familiar, he was the villain in that film, and Lorenzo Lamas was the hero. Also, who else is in this film? Ted Raimi, Vanessa Angel, Martin Vender, if I said her name right. Also, the actor who played the general or the admiral in that ship, yeah, Peter Jason, he's in this film as well, but he's not reprising the same role. Also that year we have a PS3 released this video game collection of the Sonic's Ultimate Genesis Collection. Over 40 titles. Wow. Very incredible. Here's another variant. Depends on the cover arts. So both of these titles were released on February 10, 2009. Very cool. And Ace Ventura had a son, Ace Ventura Jr., Pet Detective. Even though the film got a little mixed reviews, but all in all, it stayed to its ingredients and formula. And the son became like his father, in a way. I just wish Jim Carrey had come back. Screw Ace Ventura 2, even though that movie did make a lot of money, but the first one will still hold up. This one, the son, great. He did a great job at playing the son. And what else? The director who did this was David Mickey Evans, who gave us The Sandlot 2, First Kid. Very cool. And then that year we had Friday the 13th, 2009. That was a fun film. And also Marcus Nispel, the gentleman that brought us the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So yeah, can't wait for another Friday the 13th, which I'm hearing word on social media that Netflix has the rights now or something. I can't wait. Please let this be true, and maybe they'll send Jason. They'll send Jason outside of the USA. Maybe he'll do some damage in Mexico. Maybe he'll do some damage in a foreign country. If it is, it should be either Europe or Tokyo, or maybe Russia or China. You know, let him do some damage in that part of the world. No more in the USA. I think we had enough of that. All right, and then what else? Who can forget Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends? Awesome, right? Fun show. You can't deny this show. Man, this is the funniest show you've ever seen in your whole life. Mac, Blue Regard, Eduardo, Coco, and Wilt. Dude, it's the characters. You can't forget these characters. Mr. Harriman, Frankie Foster, Madam Foster. You can't forget this show, man. It was a fun show. It was a very fun one. Hey, there's Ivan and Cheese. Fun characters, right? And of course, talking about Rolex that year, this is the Bluesy 116618. And oh yeah, coincidentally, then a week after the release of the film of Friday the 13th, we got the second installment of the, or was it the third installment of the Tyler Perry films, Medea Goes to Jail. Medea Goes to Jail. Man, that was a fun movie. I laughed my ass off. And you already know about the G-Shock GW55 GW5000-1JF. Again, this is only exclusively available only in Japan. You can't get this here in the US. If you do, you're lucky. Pull the trigger, buy it on eBay. But it's under 200 and something bucks, dudes and dudettes. If it's 193, good. That's a good price down. Yeah, so don't fall for the ones that are a bit on the $80 range. I highly doubt that. Cartier, and this is of course a Roster XL, but unfortunately sad it's no longer in production. I heard that the Roster models may have been discontinued. If it's not, correct me on the comments down below. And then what else? March 13, 2009, we got the film Miss March. Whoa. After 4 years in a coma, Eugene Pratt is going to be reunited with his high school sweetheart. Man, oh man, finding out that his girlfriend works as a model for a Playboy magazine. Whoa. It is a funny film. And then John Cena that year was in a huge film, 12 Rounds, on March 27th of that year in the spring. Very cool movie. The other one was a gold version. This is the bluesy, by the way. And it's a two-tone. 116613. And it's a two-tone. I believe this is the bluesy. That year we got it big the same time. Monsters vs. Aliens. Very fun movie, man. I love the characters. Seiko SKX 013K2. Jubilee Bracelet. Not a bad combo. Royal Rumble. But this is different. I don't know if they ever did a game with this. If they did, let me know, man. I like this poster. It looks kick-ass, man. Kick-ass. And look at these. Are some of these guys slashers? And is that Dwayne The Rock Johnson there? Huh. Look at this. Let me get my trusty pointer. Freddy Krueger, Leatherface, Michael Myers. And I know that's Jason. This looks like Darth Maul from the Star Wars, Joker, Batman. I don't know these characters. But could this be Dwayne The Rock Johnson? Correct me. I don't know who these two guys are. I know that's Mario and Luigi. I don't know who this character is, but I could tell this is the Hulk. This ought to be very interesting fun. Back in 09. March 31st, that is. We got Fast and the Furious 4 that year. Very, very cool film. Don't give a damn what anyone says. It was a fun film in my book. And this is the 4th installment, dudes and dudettes. I had fun with this movie, and I saw it a few weeks before my birthday. What else? We had this G-Shock, which is, of course, the Surfrider Foundation collaboration. Because of the logo. When you light it up, that shows it. Very cool color combo. Breitling. Brightling Super Avenger Super Avenger Black Steel. Very amazing piece. Ah, here's back when I was attending high school days with some of my homies. Ah, yes. And this is this is another piece, by the way. This is part of the MS series, known as the GW9000MS-1 MudMan. Released on April 30th, 2009. And again, this was around the time of my birthday, and a day after my birthday, I was at Grad Bash with my class, with my classmates. Alright, and these are wallpapers for the Ghostbusters, the video game, which you're going to see a variation. You got Peter Venkman, Egon Spangler, Winston Zeddemore, Slimer! Hey, it's our friend Slimer! Okay. It was during the practice graduation day, and then on May 13, we had this film known as the X-Men Origins Wolverine. That year, Tom Hanks was in the second installment of the Da Vinci Code films. This is its sequel, Angels and Demons. Very cool film. And this is my graduation time. By the time of May 15, I was bye-bye with high school. You have another Casio G-Shock, which is the GW810D-1A, May 15, 2009. Very awesome. And we had another sci-fi film called Mega Shark vs. Giant Octopus, released in May 19, 2009, which appeared on the Sci-Fi Channel. Very cool, awesome monster film. Monsters fighting each other. Starring singer and actress Deborah Gibson and actor Lorenzo Lamas. Then we had the MTG models, which I already mentioned about MTGs. Also, we had Terminator 4 Salvation, released on May 22nd, 2009. Not a bad film. It was fun. I don't give a damn. May 29, we had the release of Up, which was done by Pixar's Up, that is. Fun film. Cartoons! You can't forget these. Who could remember these characters? Awesome, right? Fun film. Also, Sam Raimi with another big hit on his belt, which was Drag Me to Hell. May 30, 2009. Very cool film. Then we have another Square G-Shock, which is the GLX 5600A. This is the G-Lite edition. Light blue. And then we have a Seiko, which is the SNXS73K, silver stainless steel. It's awesome buckle. I think it's the rivet version, which is awesome. Then you have the Riseman GW9200MS-ADR, June 3rd, 2009, that year. You got Rolex. Then you have another, of course, MS model, but again, it's a G-Shock DW5600MS-1, June 10, 2009. And then that same time we had this badass, the GW6900-1. Then you have another variant, peppermint color, white dial. I mean, not white dial, just white band, bezel. And this is the AW59591SC-7A. And then what else? June 11, we had the G300SC-69, very unique model. And the way it is purple, and you have a red display, and purple. We got the Hangover that year. What else? Transformers 2, Revenge of the Fallen, very awesome. And then you had another installment of the Ice Age films, which is the third installment, called Dawn of the Dinosaurs. And then you have this sci-fi film called Rise of the Gargoyles, Evil Takes Flight, Johnny Depp in a huge film that summer, which is with Christian Bale and Johnny Depp, called Public Enemies, based on the true story of John Dillinger. Let's see, Clive Owen, Naomi Watts in the film The International. This was a very awesome film, very cool that year. I dig it. And then you had the sixth installment of the Harry Potter films, which is Harry Potter 6, the Half-Blood Prince. And then what else? You had the movie Orphan, released in the summer that year, which was a big hit. It was a hit. Exactly to be Released July 24th. And then you had this low budget film. Let's see. Released that same time, but again, this was a low budget movie. Then you had a film called Blood, the Last Vampire, adaptation from the comics or a novel, released on July 31st. That was around the time my sis turned 11 that year. And what else? You had the remake of The Taking of Pelham 1, 2, 3 with Denzel Washington and John Travolta playing the hero and villain, similar to the one from the 70s, but again, the hero and the villain chat together on the radio and then the final act. But then, unfortunately, the villain takes his own life, but this one is different, which is, of course, on the adaptation of the novel. I don't care, both versions kick butt. Forget the 1998 TV movie. That year, we also had Aliens in the Attic, very cool film, not a bad one. G.I. Joe, Rise of the Cobra with Channing Tatum is in this film, one of the Wayans brothers, and again, very cool film. Released on August 7, 2009, and it was directed by Steven Sommers. And also Arnold Vosloo is in this film, and Brendan Fraser's in the film, but in a cameo scene, which is he plays Sergeant Stone, who's a trainer in the film. Then you have Mystery Team, or a bunch of young heroes trying to be fun or something. I gotta see that film. And then you have this model, which is indeed a G-Shock G-7900A-4. It's the Rescue Red, ladies and gentlemen. You already know about this one. Oh, this one is the G-A100C-1A9-1A9 camouflage. You already know about the Frogmans, and here's another G-Shock, the GS300SC-9. And then you have this Frogman, part of the Love, the Sea, and the Earth, and it's the Kermit GW200F-3JR. And it's the Kermit because of its color. Sorry for that, folks. Then Nintendo DS released another game, which is released in September of 2009, September the 9th, called Mario and Luigi's Bowser's Inside Story. Whoa. Who can remember the show Superhero Squad? Huh. Then you have a solar atomic version of the G7900, but it's the GW7900B-1. This is the negative display version, and it's solar atomic. Then the company Hot Toys, which is a subdivision for, I believe, Sideshow Collectibles, released the original Predator 12-inch figure. And I gotta say, the sculpt and design look for the character directly from the original film looked amazing. What else? And then you have the City Code edition, which is the G5500TS-9 TYO City Code edition. And this is the yellow version. Here's another piece that we're going to be looking at as well. But again, it's only going to be 4. So is the GWM-850-7. Released in September 28, 2009. You got more ads. Some cool weaponries. Uncharted 2, the second installment. Uncharted 2 Among Thieves. And you had some cool video games released that year. Okay, so yeah. You can't forget the season 1 of Pawn Stars. That was a good show. New Super Mario Bros. For the Nintendo DS. Very kick-ass game. Again, during the holidays of 2009. Also, Zombie Night, Silent Night, Zombie Night again. Vernon Wells, Lou Temple, and Felicia Rose is in this film. Very cool film. Then you have The Blind Side, very fun film. That Christmas of 09 we have Sherlock Holmes. This kicked butt. This is the awesome. I recommend this film. Awesome film. You had the second installment of the Assassin's Creed films, Assassin's Creed 2. Very cool film. Well, look at that, folks. Saw 6. Gamer with Gerard Butler. What else? Then you have this DW1600SW-6JR. This is the purple play set with the G-Shock Man figure. Who can forget that look? Very unique. Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Call of Duty Black Ops Modern Warfare 2. Very cool, very cool. Universal Soldiers Regeneration, released on November the 13th, 2009. Ford Mustang got very cooler that year. We can't forget this one. And what else? And then you have the film Law Abiding Citizen. Jamie Foxx, Gerard Butler, very cool film. And who else? Trick or Treat, directed by Michael Daugherty. Here's another poster, and then you get to see the villain, Sam. Yes. During October of that year, we had Astro Boy. Even though the film did not do well, and the company that made the film went into bankruptcy, not the distributors, the studio that designed the characters. All in all, this was, in my book, a fun film to watch. I recommend this film. That was a fun film to watch. And then MTV released a horror film called My Super Psycho Sweet 16. A party. Tagline is A Party to Die For, which, of course, was released and premiered on October 23rd, 2009. I gotta say, this film is very, very awesome. For any of you young horror fans or anybody who is unfamiliar with this movie, dudes, it's a fun film. Not just fun, did I say that? It's a fun horror film. And dudes, you gotta see this film from the first act to the second, and then there's the third act. Oh my God. You guys gotta watch this film. No lie, no kidding. Very cool film indeed. And what else? We had another pieces, released on November 1st. This is the GW2310. And then what else? We have the Mr. Cartoon DW1600MRC-8. Mr. Cartoon with its very unique design and everything. You see that carefully, folks? November 12, 2009. And one more thing. I forgot to mention the Ghostbusters video game. Hold on. Here's another wallpaper of the Recruit and Dr. Ray Stats defeating the Spider Witch. And then you have this dinosaur-like coming back to life. Wow. And here's the video game. Released for the PlayStation and the PS3 on June 16, 2009. Coincidentally, it would have been around the 20th anniversary of Ghostbusters 2. And about a week after it, and about a week after the 25th anniversary of Ghostbusters, the original Ghostbusters, released in 1984, making it the 25th anniversary. So yeah, released and distributed by Atari, and this game made millions of dollars, giving us a third movie, but in the form of a video game. So, and anybody remembers, is Ghostbusters canon to the follow-up of the movie? This is like a third movie, yeah. And then we got Ghostbusters Afterlife nearly 12 years later. In my own opinion, yes, it feels like a third. This feels like a third movie, and Ghostbusters Afterlife felt like a third slash fourth movie in a way. Like my pal Mr. Zero, you know who you are, buddy. Um, yeah, I believe this is like the video game. Really, it is. It does. It does feel like a third movie, in a way. And this time they're in a dimensional world. Have you guys heard story about that? They would have been a good idea for a film, but apparently Columbia Pictures wouldn't do it because it would cost them big time money to do it. So yeah, released on the PS3, PS4 on June 16, 2009. So yeah, PS3, PS2, PS3, Xbox, Microsoft Windows. You already know I did a video game review on this. And then 10 years later in 2019, around November, we got the video game, but it was the Ghostbusters video game was remastered. But I played it. It was a good time. Maybe once in a while I'll think about playing it again because I had fun kicking butt in the game. Catching the ghosts, destroying the bad guys. That was awesome. But let's be clear, you're not playing of the four here. You're going to be taught by the four veterans here. You're going to be playing the recruit in the game / movie. So yeah, that's what you're doing, folks. Whew, that's a little bit of a talk about 2009 and stuff. Woo-wee. So anyways, y'all, let's get to the watch review. Did I say that? No, let's get to the watch reviews like now. Let's go. Alright, y'all. So with all that out of the way, let's review the pieces. Starting with January of 2009. And that year was very great, but very sad we lost rock and roller Ron Ashton, who was the guitarist and one of the founding members of the legendary punk rock band The Stooges, who would work on low-budget projects like, say, The Carrier, that was directed by Ethan White, and of course, special effects artist Gary Jones. Would later work on other projects, including working with Gary Jones, directing his first film, Mosquito, where he played the role of Hendrix, the park ranger. And he came back to the band of the Stooges with Iggy Pop, and he was with Iggy Pop in the late 60s, early 70s until the 80s, being the guitarist of the Stooges, along with Iggy Pop, the vocalist, and then you have Scott Ashton, Ron's brother, in the band. He was the drummer. So yeah. So it was very tragic that we lost him. I mean, the people that knew him or that worked with him really miss him. So he will be missed. Rest in peace. Amen. So let's get to the pieces like now. Alright. What you're looking at here is the G-7900MS-1. All black, military style. And I believe that there is a red version of the blue light, not the blue, but the red version. I don't even know if that exists or not. So, this is what you're looking at. Black buttons, stealth black buttons, black letterings, negative display, purple characters, letterings and numbers, and such. White lettering, water 20 bar resist. Very, very good. And black buckle. Let's see the black buckle, how it looks. Folks, let's see how it looks. Casio Japan on the buckle. Okay. Alright. Let's see the features. Since you're on the good perspective lighting, let's toggle. You got the alarm. for alarm and signal. That's it. Alarm. My favorite, the timer. Stopwatch. Let me see if it does the split thing. Yep, it does the split thing. Alright. Active all time. Let me see if it does the screen testing thing. Huh. Hold on a second. Yep, it does the screen test. So yeah, let's see what's the size of this watch. Let's see it. Come on now. Okay. Okay, so diameter 48.2 millimeters. Thickness wise, okay, 15.7 millimeters thickness. Alright, next up, tip to tip of lug tip to lug tip. Oh, you know, I'm just gonna say lug width or lug tip. So lug tip to lug tip would be about 53.3 millimeters. So yeah, that's how it is. On, look at surprise, surprise. Here's the number for 3230. I'm gonna use my pointer to help out. There it is, in silver or white lettering. White on the numbers. Okay, what are you, oh, look at that. 32.30. 3230, huh, coincidence, right? Module number, and then you have the number right there. But it is kind of like a military jargon numbers. So yeah, that's what you're getting, folks. All right. On to the next piece. Let's go. All right, folks, so the next piece we're going to be reviewing is from again, 2009, but this one was released on April 30th, and this would be the MudMan G-9000MS-1, released on April 30th, 2009, 7 days after my 18th birthday. And you can see, again, military looking, purple characters and numbers, negative display, red lettering on the MudMan, right there. And obviously we know the module number, 3031. It's like the military jargons. Black stealth buttons. Black stealth mud resist button, that is. And I could assume these are gold screws. And stealth buckle in the house. Casio Thailand on the buckle. But we know this is a Japanese model. And like all the characters that have come before it, a mud resist mole, which is, this is a driving mole. A wheel driving mole with the shades on. So I tell you this is a mud resist piece. Module 3031, you have G-Shock lettering in black. And what else? 3031 is the module number. End of the video, you're going to be seeing the stealthness on this. Let's take a look, shall we? You got stopwatch 1. If you can see that here, folks, stopwatch 1 is right over. Wait a minute, this is 1. Oh, here it is, number 1. You can see that purple, and here's the running. And then we go to 2. There it is. My personal favorite of them all, the timer, which I dig it. You got your alarms and snooze. 1, 2, 3, 4, signal, and snooze. And that's where it is. World time. This isn't the right day, folks. I gotta be fixing things. Alright, y'all. Oh, mud resist on the letterings in white lettering. White lettering. Mud resist. Soft and rubberizing. Oh, soft mud resist straps. Okay, let's see the details and thickness, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, for the diameter on these, hold on. Okay, hold on a second. Diameter, 45.4 millimeters. Thickness, thickness, 15.4 millimeters. Okay, so lug tip to lug tip would be in the vicinity of about 50.7 millimeters. Lug width. Okay, lug width to lug width, 51.6 millimeters. Okay, if anybody wants to know about the bandwidth, the width of this, to 20.9 millimeters. Alrighty, that's what you need to know. I don't need to know about the MudMans. You can still find it, but now the MudMans have gone into the master zones. Alright, now you got your Mud Masters. That's what the Mud Master. But there's more than just one Mud Master. You got variants, the straight battery power versions, and then the solar atomics. Alrighty, on to the next one. Alrighty, so on to the next piece would be this one, released in September of 2009. Now, you already seen a piece of this watch. It was black, but this one, what you're looking at here, folks, is part of the Men in Rescue Red. Yeah, Men in Rescue Red. Very unique, very beautifully, and listen to this part. When you press it, that's when it glows. Crazy buttons, like stealthy, but it's plastic. Wing grippers. Same basic style as the previous model, but in red. Maybe this is like Kool-Aid red. Let's see the module number. 3194. Casio China on the buckle, but again, this is a Japanese brand because they need to sort parts. Very, very good. Don't you all think? And it can lie flat on a table. The wing grippers, or should I say, or should it be called wrist conformers? Very hug tight to your wrist. And let's check out the other details. Hold on a second. Alrighty. Let's see. Tide, which was about, I believe, today or tomorrow. Can't even tell. tied at 6 a.m. You got your stopwatch, second stopwatch, my favorite, the timer. You got your alarms, you got your snooze, alarm 1, 2, 3, 4, signal, snooze, world time, and back to your time. Let's take a look at this stopwatch. Yep, it can do the split. I can't even tell where in the heck am I putting the stopwatch at. It doesn't show like it is on the MudMan though. Oh, hold on. You see those two lines right there? You can see here and here, that's where the indication for stopwatch 1 and 2 are. So yeah, you see that? Those two are barring. They're blinking. That's the stopwatch mode. After this, I have to stop the stopwatch on the MudMans. Seriously. Oh my god, what did I left? Okay, so with that out of the way, folks, let's measure the size. Okay, diameter 49.8 millimeters. Thickness wise, hold on, 15.3 millimeters. Lug tip to lug tip, I should just make it wider. .3 millimeters for lug tip to lug tip, and then the lug width would be about 52.0 millimeters. So yeah, if anyone wants to know buttons, let's see what the button size on this one is. 7.1 millimeters for the big button right there. So yeah, that's what you're getting, folks. Whew. Liking this vid so far, folks? Subscribe to the channel to be notified of all new uploads. Like the vids, share the vids. And if you have opinions, leave the comments down below. Amazing piece from the fall of 2009. Also, around that time, around the summer or the fall of 2009, we lost the actor from Fantasy Island that played, who would later be playing the grandfather in Spy Kids 2 and 3. That's what he was known for as well. Robert Maltolano, if I said his name right. Again, he was from Fantasy Island, Spy Kids 2 and 3. So, yeah, he sadly passed in 2009. He was a great actor. So yeah, folks. So yeah, that was a bummer. So enough about that. On to the next piece. The final one in 2009. Let's go. Alrighty, y'all. So out of all these three pieces, now we got the fourth one. And it's here. Whoa. This is how it is packaged, as always. And here it is. Excuse me, y'all. Say hello to the GW. That's what it is. Hold on, folks. Gotta put this in position. Say hello to the GW-M850-7CR. Released in the fall of 2009. This is the white version. Like its other version that came out the year before in 2008. This it was black, you know. Couldn't barely find it, but this will make good. And wow, it's kind of very awesome. Even look at that. There's the signature G on the clasp. What is it, not the clasp? What is this on the keeper? And double buckle. Everyone loves double buckle. At the end of this video, you're going to be seeing this. Plastic buttons, silver screws, buckle, silver on the silver lettering on G-Shock, and you got some silverish on the dial panels. And let me get my trusty pointer to point that square thing or whatever that is. Like right here, anytime this receives a signal to one of the radio towers that are located here in the US, and let's be clear, folks, this is a multiband 6. All right, so let's see. Okay, record. This is military time. I believe, I don't even know when was the last time did it receive a signal. Ah, yes. It received a signal on the 17th of August at 7:50 p.m. Wow. All right, world time, UTC. Alarm. You got your 1, 2, 3, 4, snooze, signal. Stopwatch. Let's see if it does the split. Well, you know, it does do the split. The split seconds. My favorite, the timer. Yes, the timer. Let's see how the back looks. Okie dokie. Module 3155. Very good texture, very good feel of it. Take a look, one last look. G-Shock resist. That's how it looks, folks. Let's see how it looks on the Sparky wrist very quickly. This is how it looks on the Sparky wrist. Fits 7 holes to the top. Just 7 holes to fit. Double buckle good. Didn't need to press it because it has the aerial illumination. And let's speak the truth, folks. I'm a size 9. Alrighty. So, with all that information and stuff out of the way, this is a very good piece. And again, 2009, y'all. What a year it was. That's the number. I can read it for you. 720EJ1 PUR. Pause it carefully, folks. Anything else more? Well, it kind of has reminiscence to one of the G-Shocks of the 2000s, of 2004, the information silencers. Too bad those are like sons of guns to like track down, hard to track or something. Can't get those pieces on account they're kind of rare. The rarest one of those colors is the green version. Oh, and another thing to show you more, it's 200-meter water resistant. This says right here, WR20 bar. And let's see how long is this illumination? How much did I left it for? Okay, so, okay, right there, auto, flash alerts, and power save mode on. That's all there is. I believe it's 3 seconds or 2. Who knows? So, yeah, when I said what a year it was in 2009, I was like finished with high school. I mean, I was like finished, finito. And like I said before, y'all, I like school, I hate school. You got your good moments, you got your bad moments. That's all you gotta know. What else was going on? I'm hearing a little word about, oh yeah, speaking of which, today, of course, would have been, how many years since then? Would have been Agnes Scrim's 96th birthday this year. Yeah, he was. He would have been yeah, Agnes Scrim, if you don't know who I'm talking about, he's the actor who would play the Tall Man, aka Jedediah Morningside in the Phantasm films. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5. The fifth one, like I mentioned, it would be released 10 months after his passing. He was 89, but that year in 2016, he would have turned about 90 that year. And I don't know, he would have been like a bit menacing, like Thanos, and the heroes would have been like our Marvel superheroes in a way. And Agnes Scrim's character, the Tall Man, would have been like the Thanos of villains in some odd way. But all in all, the Phantasm films rules. I like all five of them. The fifth one has a sort of love and hate, or love or hate. I don't give a damn. I like the fifth one. So yeah. What else is going on? Heck, man, has there been so many things coming out lately and celebrating other things. So yeah, y'all. So with all that out of the way, y'all, let's play the music with the four pieces. Like right now, let's play the music. Alrighty, y'all. So with all that out of the way, music time for these four pieces of 2009. And with that, let's play a little song with the hit. Well, I don't even know if you know this music, called "Just Hanging Out" by Damien Carter. Enjoy, folks. Alrighty, so you enjoy the music? It was a good song. In fact, I haven't even heard of this song, but it is a great song. And what else? You enjoy these pieces so far? Each one of them during the release of the beginning of January of 2009 to the spring to the fall of 2009. Wow. Amazing pieces, great year so far. Also, like I said, any items that you want, whether it be autographs or anything, links are in the description box down below. Also, what else is there? Ooh, nanny. There's a lot of stuff going on at GalaxyCon, so check that out. Link is in the description box down below. And what else? Well, not so much going on right now. Heck, everything's going a little berserk, but a little crazy here and there, but all in all, rad. So yeah, let's give a shout out to the watch collectors, the physical media collectors, video game collectors, autograph collectors, toy collectors, mask collectors, and all you collectors out there. So yeah. So anyways, y'all, this is Sparky Marky Mark signing off. Y'all take care. God bless you. Catch you on the next vid. And enjoy the weekend, y'all. Enjoy the weekend.